Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back. Another tarot energy forecast with me, your girl Tatianna Tarot. We're doing this for the week of January 22nd all the way to January 28th. We're almost done with the month. If you're new, welcome. Please like and subscribe for your girl real quick. I would really appreciate that. So this week we are diving into all the four elements. So sun, moon, rising, Venus. We're going to be breaking that down, all the 12 astrological signs into air, water, earth, fire. Okay, so again, if you've got a sun, moon, rising, Venus that you want to tune into, please go ahead and look for your timestamps. You guys always timestamp it below, which is awesome. I appreciate you deeply. You are the best. And this has absolutely no astrological real takes on this video. I just read for all 12 signs, so I'm not an astrologer is what I'm trying to say, but most of the time it does correlate with what's going on in the stars. And so I love that. So take what you need, leave the rest. Before I get started, I definitely want to let you guys know about the ongoing sale I have with my 6-week Akashic Record course. It is already set up in the Kajabi portal for you to get started on immediately. So this Akashic Record course, if you know anything about the Akashic Records, it is a multi-dimensional space anyone can access that contains information about your soul's present, past, and future possibilities. There are numerous amount of things that you can do in your Akashic Records besides channeling for yourself, accessing various spirit guides, aside from the standard elevated ancestors and standard guides that you have intergalactic guides above and beyond that corresponds to the Akashic Records and can help you amplify your energy, attract things, heal things, become who you want, become what you desire, all in the form of the records. So if you are looking for a new healing modality, if you're looking for ways to up-level your healing, up-level your life, transform, alchemize, add on to your shamanic bag, Akashic Records is something for everyone, and it's easeful and it's highly impactful. In the records, like I mentioned before, you can't just channel and just read from this high vibrational space, you know, anything. When I open up my Akashic Records, sometimes I just enter the space just wanting to know what is it that I need to know at this point in time in my life. But there are other times when I am healing something or working through something more specifically. So I could use the Akashic Records to do a past life regression or just explore through the timelines of what past lives I've lived in. If I want to go back to ancient Kemet, if I want to go back to another timeline where there is some great lesson in there, or there's something I need to remember, or there's an aspect of my soul I need to kind of integrate, or there are energies and gifts that I have forgotten in this timeline that I need to go back and integrate, I can do that. If you want to work on a high level in terms of energy healing, you're a practitioner now, you want to add on to your modalities, Akashic Records can allow you to do that. If you want deep transformative healing in your ancestral lineage with your family as is, in any form of your relationships, platonic or romantic, Akashic Records can help you do that. If you want to peek into the future, see what possible outcomes you may be playing out, what choices and options you have, what direction you should be taking, and what will most likely happen if you take that direction, the records can do that. If you want to timeline jump, quantum jump, embody an energy to the future in this present time, instead of waiting for that to happen, you could do that in the records. If you want to read other people, places, things, objects, buildings, plants, animals, people, children, you could do that in the records. It's just so much. So there's definitely a lot of hearty material in there. If you know me as a teacher, you know I like to over deliver and give you all the tools that help me, okay, help me get to where I'm at, help me shift and transform. And you have it in the form of 6-week modules plus a lot of questions and answer sessions that are pre-recorded with me and other members that have already taken the course. Okay, the course is on sale up until February 1st. You get $111 off the full price or the monthly payment plan, because I also have a monthly payment plan. After February 1st, it's going to go back to its original price, and it will not go on sale at all. So you can go get it now, or you can wait until next year when I will drop it again. But definitely go ahead and run and grab that, because I really do feel like it is going to be the tool of tools for you this year. So let's get into the readings. I think I'm vibing with earth signs right now. I know we just got into Aquarius season, but I really want to start with earth signs for some reason. So let's get into it. Great Spirit, look into Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, earth signs for this week. What is their message? What is it that they need to be aware of? What is it that you want to tell them? Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's get into it. Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have a lot that just flew out. I'm going to grab the ones that are stuck to my hand. We also have, I want to say, a full moon in Leo coming up. What is it, on the 25th? Full moon in Leo. So this is going to be really interesting to see how these energies play out. Ciao for all the signs. But you know, when it's Leo energy, it is talking about celebrating the self, embellishing the self, elevating the self, being prideful in the most positive, uplifting ways. And boom. What did I tell you? So, earth signs, your card that just flew out is the Three of Cups in this particular deck. John Edwards, the Psychic Tarot. You're getting rejoice in celebration. What did I say? I was talking about the Leo energy that's coming up with this full moon. I think it's a full moon. And rejoice in celebration is just that. It is the reminder for a lot of you earth signs that you may be doing the work. You may be drenched in working towards a goal, working towards betterment, working towards improvement, working towards making 2024 the best year. But Spirit is saying, why don't we change that narrative? Why don't we change that energy that is behind the word work, that encompasses effort and struggle in sometimes? And why don't we bring levity to the situation? Bring lightness, alleviate the space by removing the density and making this work into play in some shape and form. So how often can you engage in play this week? How often can you engage in celebrating yourself? That's a homework for you, actually. Earth signs, what are the tiny and major things that you can celebrate this week, okay? Or for the remainder of this month? Think about, we're towards the end of this month in general, so think about all that you've accomplished this month. Breakthroughs, even if there were minor breakthroughs, emotional breakthroughs, spiritual breakthroughs, mental breakthroughs, even the transition of breaking through into a new year. What can you celebrate as a victory? What can you celebrate in your mind as a win in terms of abundance? Rejoice in celebration tells us to engage in that energy, to invoke that energy, to revere yourself as a temple, to honor yourself, and to proudly and loudly display yourself as a beacon of celebration, as someone who is worthy to be celebrated, someone who is worthy to be for the universe to spoil, someone who is worthy of all the finer things in life. What can you do to indulge in an extra dose of pleasure and luxury in your life, earth signs? Maybe you can buy a little bit of something that doesn't have to necessarily break the wallet, but it is up-leveling your life. It is elevating your life. It is bringing more luxury, and the word that's coming is supremacy. Do you see yourself as a supreme? And not necessarily as in a narcissistic way, like I'm more supreme than others, but you should be wearing a crown that you're never taking off, is what I'm seeing an image of. Wearing a crown that you're never taking off. And I think for a lot of you guys, you've forgotten that. And so this celebration is bringing levity into your life because you deserve a new way of living life and navigating life. And maybe this way is through playing. It's through imagining yourself as a new character, wink, wink, timeline jumping, quantum jumping in my Akashic record course, or going out with people who embody that, going out with people who are not dwelling on the hard stuff. That doesn't mean that they're ignoring it, but they have a different approach on how to handle struggles and challenges. And maybe you're going out with people who are winning in their own life, who are have something major to be celebrating, or have been doing a lot of the inner work and are now seeing that work being reflected back to them in the form of new love relationships, a better, firm appreciation for self, a heightened level of self-worth, a heightened level of distinguished taste, high standards, higher access, more resource, more education, more wisdom, more intuition flowing, more owning your sensuality unapologetically. Right? And so Spirit is saying that. Also, Spirit is talking about mind the company that you keep here with the Three of Cups and rejoicing in celebration. As you are rising up in this metaphorical elevator, because I see a lot of you guys huddled up in this metaphorical elevator, earth signs, you are going up to heights that you didn't even envision yourself going. Or maybe you've been just like, I really didn't want this, is not working. And that sort of control and strain and tension and resistance is the very thing that's keeping you away from that desire. And so what Spirit is saying, really, this week and for the rest of the month, really seek to find levity in lighter things, whether it's engaging in podcasts that bring the joy in you, or just bring out the curiosity, the inner child, the inner play, the what if questions, being around people that lighten up your energy, contribute to your energy, that you find value, not that when you're around them you feel like, oh my God, this is a drain, I really don't want to be here, oh, this person is going through all this stuff and they're like dumping it on me. You have to be very selective on who is going to be riding in that elevator with you, and just be mindful of who is even interested in going up these levels in this metaphorical elevator, or do they just want to stay on the same floor and explore the same old reality over and over again? And that's okay. We're not judging people. You're not judging them. It's just an observation. This person is going through these same cycles. I am no longer available for that. I want to go up. Can't bring everybody with me. I choose to surround myself with people that are also winning in their life. And winning doesn't have to mean like, oh my God, they're making all this money and they have all this success and all that. It could just mean that they're just on another platform, another portal, another wave of being energetically that feels right, that resonates with you, that feels like home, that feels like expansion, that feels like possibility, that feels like creating, that feels like play. Okay, so again, choosing those people wisely, to engaging in play, finding the levity by engaging in the play, by thinking of new possibilities, thinking of different ways of doing the same thing, perceiving a different way of doing the same thing. 3, adding a little oomph, a little razzle dazzle to your life, up leveling your life by doing something that makes you feel a little bit more luxurious without breaking your wallet. Okay, again, this could be making a simple mocktail, drinking water out of wine cups, buying a nice fragrant candle, buying nice soaps, making a scrub off of the ingredients you have at home, wearing that thing that you were saving for a special occasion, putting perfume on times that you wouldn't put perfume on, whipping things out, you know, it could be so many things that it's like, ooh, I'm celebrating myself because why not? I deserve it. There isn't a point in time that I need to celebrate. I don't have to achieve something to be able to feel worthy of celebrating myself. You know, the more you celebrate yourself, the more the world will pour into you. The more the universe will pour into you, the more they will be cheering for you. The more you will have more reasons to celebrate, right? So that is just based on that card, Earth signs. You have to be very mindful who's coming along with you on this journey. Again, checking the people that you are surrounded by. I went down this rabbit hole this week in not learning, because I've already known about this, but revisiting the concept of morphogenetic fields, which is this energy, invisible energy field we all have. All living organisms and creatures have an invisible energy field that is filled with information. Think about it like you living in an invisible globe, right? Like a circle that can't be seen, a circle of light. And what this circle of light contains is your belief systems and the patterns of your habits and what you're most likely to, how you're most likely to react to things and what you're most likely to attract and gravitate to, and your characteristics and your preferences are all in this energetic bubble, right? This is your morphogenetic field. And every one of the same attributes has a morphogenetic field. So you're human, other humans will have it. If you are a particular race, those parallel races will have it. If you are an athlete, other athletes will have and share a morphogenetic field. And so what scientists are saying is that this particular energetic field really determines our growth and development as an organism. And what changes in one field affects the rest of the fields, right? And so let's say, you know, you have your own field and you have all your friends that have their own field, and if someone wins, gets like a massive job, 6-figure, 5-7-figure job, and everyone else has your normal standard average paying jobs for what everyone believes is an average paying job, then the morphogenetic field is going to bring that energy of success into your field, just because you guys are all connected. But just in the same fashion, if someone's experiencing some sort of difficulty or loss or has a funky energy, that too will affect your field. That will also come into your field. And so scientists have determined that our field is also dictated ancestrally. So what has happened in the fields of our ancestors, their traumas, their joys, their triumphs, their blessings, their gifts, their powers, their geniuses and lack thereof, that is also being brought into our field, right? And is informing our field. So a lot of this is really fascinating in terms of who we are today, why we are the way we are. A lot of us think that we're just reacting and doing things on autopilot, when in reality, a lot of these attributes and behaviors could be inherited or learned, right? Based on our field. And so you can also change your field based on observation, based on changing your energy in the field, based on your decisions and what you choose to participate in, how you choose to interact with energy. A lot of the things that I teach in my courses in terms of energy healing, in terms of advanced spiritual technology and accessing the Akashic records and divination and all that stuff, or giving you tools to read your own field so that if you want, you can change what's coming in and out. You can change yourself. You can change how you react. You can heal those things that you've inherited from your ancestors, and you can program new energy that is that is going to bring in new experiences into your field that are more like what you want to become and what you want to embody, right? And so I say that, earth signs, because you are getting this rejoice and celebration. And so think about your morphogenetic field as you're leveling up metaphorically in this elevator. And it's not like, oh, I don't want this person, they're always like this, and they're in my field. No, it's not about that. It's just about observing, oh, I have this around me, it's being picked up in my field. We must be sharing some sort of synchronistic pattern together that I'm not aware of, that maybe I need to clear in my field because it's bringing this person up, right? And so we want to think about patterns, we want to think about similarities, we want to think about the parallels we share with maybe people we no longer align with, or just persons, places, experiences, and things that pop up for us that are informing us about the reality that we are consistently making in the present day and time. So be mindful of that, earth signs, because I feel like there's a lot of changes coming up for you in your field, in your reality, in a way that elicits a higher level of living. And those changes may require for you to not necessarily leave people behind, but just come to the awareness that you've outgrown some of these patterns, or you've mastered, you've integrated, you've learned it, and you're ready for the next level of life. And you are permitted to celebrate yourself. You are permitted to pour on to yourself as you keep on expanding and growing. Okay, and so this actually segues very perfectly. Your first card is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is what, quite literally, someone who is leaving these cups behind on an island. They're wearing this red color. What do we know red to be for? Red is a color of passion. It is a color of power. It's a color of empoweredness, an invocation, sexual energy, aggression, not necessarily bad aggression, but it could be aggression in both ways, and just intensity. And it's very much, I am choosing me. I have had the experience of these 8 cups for quite some time. I'm grateful for the experience it has brought me, but I can no longer, I drank all the liquid in these cups. There's no more for me. I've savored this experience. I know that there's more out there for me. I might not have the actual blueprint, but I am listening to my intuition. I am listening to source. I am listening to the creator in me. I am listening to my guides and my ancestors. And I'm going in the direction that I feel most resonant and pulled by. Okay, I am going to discover, it's giving the alchemist. I'm going to discover what already lies within me. And so that may require for me to leave behind people, places, things, experiences, identities, habits, longings, addictions that no longer reflect the person that I am becoming or who I want to be. I am in transition. So again, I don't know if I said this last week or what your reading was last week because I channeled and let it go. But earth signs, you are in some sort of transition, okay? And this transition may make you feel like, I'm not there. Am I there? Am I not? I'm not there yet. I can feel something coming, but I don't necessarily know what it is. I do feel like I'm changing. I might feel uncomfortable. I might feel pingings of excitement. I might feel pingings of fear. What Spirit is saying is, Spirit is actually bringing up energies of shame and confronting that shame, knowing what that shame is trying to communicate to you, not judging that shame, and shedding that shame like a snake. This is a very initiatory week. I mean, Pluto is technically in Aquarius. We are in Aquarius season. We're getting the full moon in Leo. We have a lot of empowering transits, if you want to call it that, in the sky. The energies on Earth right now, they're in transition. So you're in transition. You're leaving an old skin, an old identity. You're merging into a new one. And that's as fun as you want it to be. I'm not going to say it's not always fun and it's not always joyful. It's as fun as you want it to be. Again, with what Spirit is saying, play, find levity, find lightness, right? What is the lightness that you want to bring into your life? You can make it you can make a situation very, very, very hard, or you can try to lighten it up as possible, even though it may be a challenging scenario. You could possibly make it harder for yourself. So what direction are you going to go on? As Spirit is saying, emotionally, what direction you're going to go on. Also, this is a time to really listen to your own inner guidance. You really need to stick to a routine, whether it's daily journaling, whether it's daily prayer, whether it's daily opening up the Akashic records, whether it's daily going to your altar, whether it's daily automatic writing. You need to do something consistently where you are tuning into the creation inside of yourself, the creator source that lives within you, your own Ori, your own higher level consciousness, and you're getting guidance, you're getting your downloaded directions for that day, for that week. Okay, you have to make this a habitual habit. You just cannot allow yourself to be influenced by the whims of other people who have had their sense of guidance cut off, who have had their sense of direction tainted by their need to please people or their need to follow a crowd that doesn't really care for them, right? That's what Spirit is saying. It's march to the rhythm of your own drum, even if that drumming may not be on rhythm. Take that as you may. You may be the black sheep in your family that's doing things so differently that you may be ostracized. People might look at you and be like, what do you mean you're doing this? Or what do you mean you're following this? That's really weird. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you think of it. What matters is what you think of yourself. Again, celebrating yourself, uplifting yourself, pouring into yourself, going by your own path, listening to your own inner guidance. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles this week, there's a lot coming up for you emotionally. There's a lot of guidance being shown to you through the morphogenetic fields of other people. You're gonna see, I don't really like that. Ooh, they my tribe. I like where they're going. I like what they're doing. I like what they've created for themselves. And that kind of informs me that I'm on the same path, that I have that reality now circling in my own field, okay? It's what you choose to pay attention to and what you choose to give your power to. Spirit does not want you to always you don't want to give your power out. How about that? You want to circulate it back into yourself. Focus on your inner world. Focus on what you need right now to center yourself, to get that guidance daily. Even if that guidance is to do nothing but to listen, rest, play, pray, whatever that guidance is, you're being required to indulge in a bit of stillness. I think a lot of you guys have just been overactive, working, doing, and there's less of that. There's less of that. It's knowing that the less that you exert, the more you are given. The less you exert, the more you are given. It's saying take stock of what already surrounds you, what you've already created for yourself. Take stock of your blessings, okay? And the way you're going to do that is by silencing yourself, shutting up, a high priestess, being quiet, knowing that you already know, knowing that you can feel the guidance in your body. And if you're somebody that needs a little bit more validation, that just can't be silent and trust and can't feel, maybe you need to journal. Maybe you need to sit down with the timer and be like, 10 minutes, automatic writing. I'm not going to think, I'm just going to write everything that I'm getting from my higher self or source. Maybe you do need to invest in that Akashic record course to at least give you some sort of starter tools that you can apply for the rest of the year. What is my soul purpose? What is my life purpose? What are my gifts? How do I download this energy? Spirit, I have these blockages here. What do I need to do to step more into what I desire? What do I need to do to amplify that desire so that I'm living it? So this is a week to get in your witchy bag. This is your week to explore whatever modalities and spiritual techniques that are going to work for you, that is going to give you the sense of direction and centeredness that you need and still uplift you. Okay, this is a very witchy week for you, earth signs. All right. Air sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Air sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Air sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus. What is the guidance that Spirit wants you to know? Air sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Lots of inner tension, air signs. I think your big break is here. Air signs, I think this inner tension that you may have felt inside of yourself, it's just you being an empath and really feeling it, sourcing it from other people. That's what I'm getting. What is this card? All right. This week, air signs, you are deeply, deeply connected to the universe. And what I mean by that is it's almost as if your intuition, your psychic gifts, your ability to listen beyond the veil, your ability to surrender and be led by spirit is all at an all-time high. We know it's Aquarius season, so maybe Aquarius this may pertain to you a little bit more. You guys, earth sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus, you guys are getting the universe, okay? Which means that there's an aspect of you that is closing up a chapter. You're closing up a chapter and you're embarking on a new energy cycle. And that could permeate your whole life, or it could be a particular aspect of your life. It could be relationships, could be career, it could be the way that you create, it could be your passions, it could be family life, so on and so forth. But there is something that is closing up, a lesson, a realization, something. I see a door locking, and with that same key, it's like a door locking, an old platform, and with that same key, that door opens up and it's a new scenario all together. And so it's giving congratulations. It's giving, don't want to necessarily say self-mastery, but that is the word that's coming up. You've mastered something, or you've snapped into awareness about something that has been replaying, a song that's like an energy that has been replaying in the background subconsciously over and over again, has finally come out to the surface. You finally realize what the lyrics are and you're like, why the hell have I been replaying this? This is horrific. Oh my God, I didn't even realize that I was participating in this. I see how I participated. I see the part of me that wanted to participate or found value in this. And all right, not doing that anymore. I'm choosing something new. Boom, here starts a new story. Here starts a new movie. Here starts a new platform. And so the scene starts now. The movie starts now. All right, we just press play. You entered the scene and new characters are coming in. The background scenery and the scenario is slowly getting sharper. More details are filling in. You're starting to see a little bit more of the character that is emerging. You're starting to see you've got new clothes, new energy in you, new belief system. You walk a different way, right? And so that is what's coming in with the universe, is we have a new code that's coming in for you. A lot of you guys that work with elementals, a lot of you guys that do energy work, a lot of you guys that are deep into meditation, Or again, you do Akashic record work, or you're in my Possess Your Spirit membership, or whatever, you do your own work. Don't be surprised if you're like downloading new frequencies. Not to be woo-woo, but we're downloading shit all the time, right? And so don't be surprised if it's a new code that you're like, you could just be walking, just be like, oh, I feel like I just shifted, or I just, boom, like someone just airdropped me a new frequency. That's what it is. The universe is airdropping you a new frequency that's going to help you in this new cycle. This is really interesting. The energy of this is very interesting. It's kind of expect the unexpected. It's the feeling that we get when there is a movie we are anticipating dropping. Maybe it's not like a movie to a book we've read before. It's a movie that we've seen the trailer and we're really excited, but we don't know what the ending of the movie is or the details of the movie, but we're really excited. So I feel like that's this energy. It's like this exciting new scene that you're entering, or you've already literally entered into, and it's playing out as we speak. And I think what you can see from the background, or what you're leaving behind, is this Five of Wands. And this is kind of what I meant by when I said in the beginning, what did I say in the beginning for you earth signs, is this, you're like very empathic, and a lot of this resistance and chaos that you're picking up is not necessarily yours. If you've been struggling, if you've been in this battle with other people, or in this drama, or feel like your life was very dramatic, or just unreasonably so exhausting, you're coming out of that. You're now coming out of that. And I think the lesson is spiritual boundaries. I think the lesson is literally, it's almost very parallel with what I had been mentioning to the earth signs with people pleasing. Literally just being like, I'm in my field, you're in your field, you can interact with me, but from there, I'm not bringing this chaos in anymore. I don't have to be in it. I don't want to be involved in it. I don't even, like, I want to mind my business, right? And so it's like you just separated yourself from it. I think before you were in it, and now you've separated yourself from it. It's almost like you're seeing from a higher perspective. If you guys are spiritualists, you do spiritual work, your people are coming through, your ancestors are coming through, your spirits are coming through, and they're like literally saving you from a mess, or they're teaching you to see from a higher perspective, or you've gotten that, maybe that, perhaps that was the cycle that you've just gotten out of, is don't be in shit that you don't want to be in shit, you know? There could be a lot of competition, there could be a lot of jealousy, there could be a lot of pettiness, but when is there not? Right? Some of this could be aimed towards you, some of this could be just the overall energy that is permeating, that you can really feel. You may have even been participating in some of these energies. You may have felt shame or inadequacy. Why am I not where I need to be? Why am I not achieving? Why am I not looking like this? Why, you know, and just now coming out of it on the other side being like, that's not my story, that's not my mess, that's actually not who I am. And I just got out of that dark cloud. And I can see other people, or be able to discern when people are in that dark cloud. And I can send them love from afar, but I don't necessarily have to be in there to save them. I don't have to be in there to help them. In fact, I'm even choosing whether or not I want to help. So that's what we see here with the Seven of Pentacles, is this outward observation. I think this is where we get the more intellectual side of you, air signs, that you might want to take this week and the remainder of this month to sit down and actually reflect on a logical level where you've been, what you've survived, and what you've gotten out of. Okay, I think this is an integration period that is not necessarily more so embodied energetically, but more like logically, like, this neighborhood's not safe, I can't go there anymore, right? Like, you need to know these logical things. This person is just like batshit crazy, there's just no other way of putting it. Or these people will never not have drama. Therefore, I must always choose myself. Whatever story is coming up for you, whatever you have surpassed and triumphed, there is this aspect with the Seven of Pentacles that needs to assess your progress, that needs to see how far you've come, that needs to see the wisdom and the coins you have gathered, and removing yourself energetically from people that you have been binded to, or felt an allegiance with that are not healthy for you. Family members, colleagues, elders, siblings, lovers, friends, so on and so forth. It's time to cut those ties. So cord cutting, cleansing, bath, all of this would be suggested for you, air signs, but also to logically really think about what you just got out of, what you're getting out of, and this next chapter that you've now started. Just so that you don't blindly walk into the same mess over again. You really want to keep yourself away from as much drama as possible. I mean, even in like drama, there might be literal drama, but also in an energetic sense. Like if there's something on media that is very dramatic, if it's very petty, if it's like a headline, tabloids, this, that, someone that is ranting on live, and it's like, you don't want to be pulled back into that and reattach that cord. You want to see where this affinity for drama, this affinity for self-deprecation, lack of self-worth, this sorriness for me, this comparison, jealousy, pettiness. You want to see where it's giving you value, why you're even like in that world. What is it telling you about yourself? What is it mirroring? What is it reminding you of a past experience that needs to be just uncleared? Like you need to unplug it from a socket. I really do feel you guys are going to do leaps and bounds with this. You're getting the stars, so you do have a lot of celestial influences helping you, air signs. I really do feel like this is the ancestors that are like, whoa, this is something that we have been caught in before, or we have been seeing this play out now for a while, and we're just yanking you at this point. We're sending you the people that you need, or the resources that you need, or the messages from the dream realm. If a lot of what Spirit is saying is that a lot of you guys are prophetic dreamers, air signs. So if you want to do dream work in the astral realm, or get information in the astral realm, this would be a great time to do it. If you want to cautiously and with adequate research take supplements to be able to explore the dream realm, whatever that is, chamomile tea, whatever that is, you know, this would be a good week to do it. You know, Spirit is bringing up the concept of forgiveness. Not necessarily, I'm not really hearing like forgiving on other people. If that's something that is calling to you, explore that. I'm really hearing and feeling self-forgiveness and focusing on self-forgiveness. You know, really, if you guys know me, I teach a big modality that invokes a celestial healing streams of grace. And that is what this reminds me of, is like the grace of source, this grace of creator, this benevolent, unconditional love, this light that casts no shadow, that has the ability to transform, to heal, to clear, to invoke, to sorcerize, if that's a word. It does all, because it is the light of the all. And so it is allowing yourself to receive that grace, allowing yourself to be like, it's all right, everybody makes mistakes, it's okay. What do I need? What do I need? How do I supply myself with what I need? And I think the element that's coming up for you guys that could really help is water. So again, salt baths, spiritual baths, spending time in bodies of nature with particular celestial beings that live in those bodies of nature. If you are about that, the fairies, the devas, the water spirits, maybe you might even want to, you're getting the universe, so some of you guys are overdue for a vacation or are being called to a foreign place in the world that your soul has ties to, and the water has healing there for you, like whether it's Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, parts of South Africa, ding and ding, so like that might hit for somebody. Waterfalls, rivers, lakes that are sacred, or even whatever you can source in your own neighborhood. Go there, so that's what I'm getting for you, air signs. Yeah, take notes on that, air signs. So let's get into fire, sun, moon, rising. I need that energy to just, air signs. I did not expect that for you guys. Sun, moon, rising, Venus for fire signs. Fire signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. What wants to come through, spirit? Some of the air sign energy is trickling into fire sign energy. So I feel fire signs, you're going to have your own reading, but I feel like some of you guys need the message in the air signs reading. So I would watch both. I would take notes because nobody's message in this video just pertains to this week or this month. I'm going to let you know that right now. That's what Spirit is saying. It does not just pertain to this week or this month. Fire signs, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's enough of the I'm not good enough, or I don't have this, or it's gonna take me a long time to do this, or I'm not getting the resources, it's so hard to find the resources, but everybody in them, you gotta do what you gotta do. At this point, there is a aspect of spirit that is getting irritated. It could be some ancestors that you guys have, fire signs. It could be, I'm not even feeling like other elevated ancestors are irritated. They're just like, what is the word if it's not irritation? They're like, they wouldn't use the word irritation. That is more like a human thing. They're saying they're on pause. They're saying they're on pause. And so what humans would perceive on pause, like a waiting, would constitute as irritation for some of us. But they're saying we don't subscribe to time. So it's nothing for us to be on pause. But you make things as fast or as slow as you want it to be. They're like, you make things as fast and as slow as you want it to be. You're the reason why you're going slow, and then you're upset that things are taking a long time. They're like, this makes no sense. It's like mental. It was like what you would call mental illness. You're the reason why things are slow, but you're making it slow, and then you're upset that they're slow. Okay, so let's follow through with that. Again, I wanted to reiterate that the ancestors are like, this is a hard-headed person. Fire signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. There's a bit of hard-headedness that's coming through, being communicated in and through your ancestors. Your other elevated guides that are not in humanistic form. Excuse me if I'm coming in and out because I'm getting messages still. They wouldn't consider it aggression or frustration. Or hard-headedness. They're like, well, this person has free will to go as fast as slow as they want, and they're using their free will to go start and stop, or slow down or speed up. And find your rhythm. Find your rhythm. The portal to go fast has been opened. There are timings throughout the year if you want to go through a structural timing system. There are timings in portals in which things can be instant, and there are timings in which things are a little slowed down. And there are people who can bypass both of these, right? Earth signs, your timing to go fast is now. Your timing to go fast is now, and I think you know it. Fast doesn't mean do it all now. Fast just means you have the inspiration, you have the resources, you have the ideas, you have the green light. We see this with the Chariot. The Chariot is the road opener of Tarot. It is saying as you wish. It is saying your solar plexus is giving you the right of way. It is saying both your ancestors and your muertos and your guides approve. You can go for it. But here you are with the Two of Wands, wanting to go for it, and still finding yourself. You're like waiting for something else to happen. It's like you're waiting for someone else to make a move that you should be making yourself. It's almost like, you know, when people are like, oh, I want to move out of the country, I want to move out of the country, I want to move out of the country, and they see somebody, they know somebody's going to move out of the country, they have a friend that's going to move, and they're like, well, let me know how it is when you do it, and then maybe I'll go. And I know, why? If you say you want to go, go. Like, why are you waiting for another person to live their dreams while you're sitting down asking for the same things to manifest? And just like, that's just stupid. That's dumb. Don't do that. Two of Wands is like, why are you waiting for people to claim the blessings that are yours? You can go as slow and as fast as you like. There's something in your reality that is about to shift. There's something that you're tired about. You're just not satisfied. You know there's more. You know you can have more. You know you deserve more. You know that it is your time, and yet you still stand on the sidelines instead of creating a bridge for you to go there, or go into the elevator to go in and down and out that freaking building and into the freaking green fields, child. And that is caused by the Five of Wands. That is caused by a lot of comparison. That is caused by a lot of energetic resistance. All this nonsense and this chatter of stories that are not real, that are keeping you playing small. That, you know, sometimes you're in this field that is very tiny and limited, and then sometimes you're in this field that is great and expansive, and it is very wishy-washy. You're not gonna go, imagine stick shift. If you don't know how to drive a stick shift, it's like How long is it gonna fucking take for you to learn how to drive that shit? You need to go. Like, that's what Spirit is saying. How long is it gonna take for this person to just go and do? Like, we've done given them all that they need. They don't need to be perfect in order to do what they need to do. They just need to do it, right? And so it could be a lot of mental chatter. It could be, you know, and I'm sensing like this density on you, and density can come in the form of self-doubt. You know, what you need to reflect on the excuses that you're making, and what is behind those excuses. Is it fear? Is it a feeling of inadequacy? Is it shame? Is it you know, I don't know. It's ultimately one of the core emotions: fear, something, doubt. So get into that. Also, you need to stop letting people dictate what you're going to do. You need to stop letting people talk in your ear. Some of you fire signs, may just have a lot of people that are like, what are you doing? Why would you do that? Who do you think you are? That's really what it is. I think it's a fear of being your biggest, unapologetic, most authentic, boldest, fabulous self. Because there's an aspect of you of like, who do you think you are? If you are razzle-dazzling and rizzing all over the world. Who do you think you are? Like, who do you think you're not? Why not? It's not my problem if somebody doesn't choose to be razzle-dazzled themselves. That's not my issue. You can't be worried about what people are doing or what they're not doing. You gotta be worried about what you're doing, and you're looking directly at the chariot and it's saying, move forward. Go ahead, command and conquer. If you don't take advantage, someone else is gonna take advantage. You know, someone else who feels worthy, who feels empowered, is gonna go for it. And so what the card that you guys are getting is temptation, which is the devil ultimately. And the devil is your own inability to see yourself as source. Your own inability to see yourself as greatness. Your habits that are causing you to not act and lead in love. The habits that are causing you to play small, make excuses that make you feel bad about yourself, make excuses that keep you on the same level, that keep you playing, that keep other people around you feeling comfortable because they're not growing and you're not growing, so everybody can get along, right? The minute that you up-level yourself, the peasants are going to come out. The peasants are going to react. Oh my God, who do they think they are? They must think that they're better than us. Oh no, they unfollowed me. They unfollowed me energetically. They unfollowed me in real life. Oh my God, there must be some let's create drama about this. Let's create a story. Oh my God, I'm not getting attention. Oh my God, I'm not where. You can't be in that pack anymore. The chariot is divinely appointed by their ancestors and gods. That you have a specific path and a specific purpose that you have chose for yourself and has been chosen for you, that you need to lead on. This fire signs, you need to leave some people behind. Fire signs, you need to leave some people behind. But you cannot leave yourself behind, and that's what you've been doing. So the message to leave things behind, you're not following it. Some of you guys are indulging in your addictions, whether it's I'm addicted to feeling bad about myself. I'm addicted to feeling sorry for myself. I'm addicted to making excuses. I'm addicted to avoiding stuff. I'm addicted to drama. Whatever it is, you need to stop it. Because again, the whole stick shift analogy, learn how to ride that car. You could get to where you want to go, but you don't want to take 5 years in getting there, right? I really don't see anything in your way but yourself, and hoping that you're like hoping, oh, do I have a way? And it's like, hello, I'm hitting you on top of the head. Just go, dude, go. There's nothing. and just be like, bye. You don't even have to announce your departure. Just be like, I'm taking a walk, and this is never come back. See how that was resolved? See how that was resolved? Okay. So earth signs, no, that's a lie. Water signs. Last ones, water, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Water signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Water signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Great Spirit, what is the message for water signs? I'm going to take this one that flipped out, and then the rest of them can choose what position they want to fall on. Take this one. Where's this one? Boom. And boom. Water signs. Let's wait for the energy of Earth to pass, because Earth is not trickling into your sign. Unlike fire signs who had a bit of air energy in them, so the fire signs have to watch the air forecast. Water, you're in another league. Water, you know, I think you should be very proud of your accomplishments. And for some of you guys that are water and air, water and fire, I would aim to listen to water first, because this is what you need to hear in order to rectify whatever those other two elementals are telling you. Because this Spirit is saying this is going to be a little bit of a mixed message, so to speak, for some of you guys. But it still applies. Water, you have the energy of certainty in you. And it's been developing for the past 2 to 3 weeks. I think you've been seeing things play out and you're like, I still want to see this play out before I make a definitive decision. I feel definitive decisions will be made. They're already made. But they will be played out this week. Water signs, you are being sent on missions. These missions may appear suddenly. These missions may airdrop into your brain, received in the dream realm. They may be pulled from your own divinations. But you are certainly being sent to places, sent to people. I wouldn't be surprised if people sent to you. You're decided. You've decided. And what I mean by that is it's no longer, the energy is not wishy-washy, not here, not there, not anywhere. It's locked in. This is what I want. This is what I expect. This is what I demand. I'm going to have it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, it's going to happen for me. I don't give up. Point blank, period. I'm the one of the two. I'm deciding with Papa Dios. We are tag teaming and creating my life. I decided, they will deliver. That's it. I'm not reneging back on nothing. I said, final say is law. We see this with the Queen of Swords. This has now created a ripple effect in your life. Whatever it is that you've decided on is now creating a massive ripple effect, water signs, that will forever change for 2024. And again, you're being sent, plot twist, you're being sent to places. So it could be like you have this dream where you have to go to Paris. You have this dream where you feel like you got to help a married couple. You have this feeling like you need to go to this neighborhood bookstore, and then all of a sudden you feel called to this row, and there's a book there that you need to read. There is a magnetic pull that you're being led on that is synchronistic with the wave you're supposed to be on right now, all based on this decision you have made. You're just making decisions. I love this for you, water, because this is what we aspire. We don't aspire to be like, oh my God, I don't know, someone decide for me, cards decide for me. It's like, this is what I want. What do I desire? That? Okay, this is what I want. I'm going to focus on the things that align with that. This is what I want. I'm going to focus on the things that align with that. This is what I want in this life. This is what do I want to wear today? What do I feel when I'm wearing today? How do I want my body? What do I want to eat? What do I feel when I'm eating? What do I want my relationships like? What do I want my money? Like, right, that sort of queenly, I know what I deserve, and I know the clarity that surrounds that. Queenly decisions. This also makes you a great counselor, consultant, truth speaker. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there are people coming to you this week, especially those that are healers or readers. You may get a surplus of clients this week, water signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus, that are seeking guidance just because your spirits are on, your own Ori is on. You might be helping shift lives in your own family, in your relationships, so on and so forth. You know, if you are a writer, a lot can be channeled from you this week, the weeks ahead. You have this worldly connection, quite literally, with the world. You have this worldly connection that is connection to the spirit realm that you're just downloading. You're downloading stuff. Hold on one second. And you're moving on to the next one. Life is a fun playground for you. It is filled with possibilities. Guys, I want you to drop box this energy. I want you to drop box this experience. I want you to drop box this money, and it's there. Like, literally, you're asking for it. You've decided on it. You're giving it to the spirits. You're not trying to control anything. Ace of Pentacles, they provide. So very, very life-changing week, very life-changing weeks ahead in moving with clarity, in moving with decisiveness, in moving with confidence, and in listening and acting on that inspired information that you are given. You got the victory and success card, which is triumph, which is overcoming obstacles. You know, I think maybe last week you had some bits of emotional upsets or things that you needed to clear. That doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. You've gotten a hold of yourself. You've gotten a hold of your desires. You've gotten a hold of, it's not that you don't have emotional things to work through or limitations to work through, but they, like I said last week, what are blocks? What are limitations? They don't exist. I'm only focusing on the end result. That's what exists for me. I'm gonna abracadabra this into my reality. That's what I want. I don't want to. There's a time and place to focus on limitations and stuff. Yeah, I did that. Now is the time and place to play with the reality. You guys are magicians. You guys are alchemists. You guys are triumphing with your magic. You found your magic. And your magic is being a priestess of desire. Your magic is being the queen of decisions, right? The mistress of realities. You know, here, and getting precise with the Queen of Swords is detail oriented. What do I want? What do I feel in my pleasure centers? My womb, my sacral chakra. You place your energy there. You place your eyeballs there, metaphorically. What does it want for me right now? Let's say in the area of love, like what does it want? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What experiences would I want? What would I be wearing? What would I be doing? How would my life change? How would other people's life change? Where would we be going? What would we be? How would we be spending time? What does our intimacy look like? What would our home look like? Like all those like little details. The Queen of Swords loves her some details. Now it's time to get heady in a good way. It is invoking imagination. It is invoking reality from the air, right? And giving it to the spirits for them to deliver and Dropbox it to, airdrop it to you into this physical reality. That's the Ace of Pentacles. It's taking something out of thin air and making it materialized. So this could be a fantastic time for you to generate exorbitant amounts of money. Up level. I wouldn't be surprised if things are being remodeled. I wouldn't be surprised if something is malfunctioning or breaking in and through around you. That could be an indication that something is about to expand and up level. Something's about to elevate. And so Spirit is like almost like, don't be worried about the money. We're going to give it to you. What is worry? What is limitation when you're working with Source? And I feel like maybe a lot of you guys have been spiritually connected. A lot of you guys have been really feeling your guides, and they have been shouting back at you. They've been delivering. They said, we right at dawn. Like, we got you. We got that message. You put out that clarity, and there's no back and forth. This is this consistent desire that you've been wanting. This is the consistent thing. Oh, okay, it's on. Like, you're not confusing us by saying you want this and then doing something else. You're not confusing us by saying you want this and then changing it up and then feeling like you don't want it or feeling like you're not worthy of it. You've been consistent, so we can deliver this for you now. Fast. There is also a lot of possibility of personal expansion, whether that is moving or traveling. I mean, that comes with the world. That comes with the new chapter that you guys are also in. It comes with this growth. Your containers are growing. Your containers of what you think is possible, what you want possible for yourself, are growing, water signs. And so this may mean that you need and again, it could go with your space. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen, but it could mean that you need a bigger space. You need a physical environment or a land whose spirits of the land can provide these new grandiose things that you're asking for that align with your purpose and your calling, why you're being called there. Could be that you need to now, you're going to blow up in a way where you're going to be really seen. It could be notoriety and fame and exposure in a way that you're now ready for, water signs. Could be linking up with other people that have the potential possibility and the resources to blow you up, to make you, I want to say, maybe famous, you know, water signs. If you guys are in any sort of practice where it's a professional thing and marketing has to change, the way you market it. I don't even think it's like paying for ads or I don't even know. It's nothing in the mundane. It's like energetic marketing. Everyone's going to see me. Everyone's going to align with me. Tell the trees to let the other trees know that you're open for service. Tell the trees in Zimbabwe. I'm so serious. That's what's gonna tell the trees to connect to the other trees, wherever trees you are at. You could be in California, you could be freaking Idaho, wherever. The trees are all telekinetic. They all talk. They all have think about the morphic field. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Earth Signs. Okay, I talk about the morphic field. Trees. In their morphic field, they're going to be like, yo, is this person? They're dope as hell. They always come pray with me. They give me offerings or whatever. They always hug me. If you're around some people, trees, tell them about the services. Put that energy around the humans and people that you're around. Put it around the buildings. Put it around the cars. Put it around the people walking down the street, you know? Plants and nature helps. They want to help us, we help them. Right? Let the air know my services are open. I want to be known. And as the wind goes, help that air elemental spirit carry that message through. I'm giving you guys life hacks you don't even know. I'm giving you guys life hacks you don't even know. Right? How many spiritualists talk about this? Real talk. So, water signs. I'm really excited for you guys. Victory and success. That's it. It's big. It's big. Call me when you get your mansion. If you need a passenger princess on your, not a Tesla, please don't get a Tesla, but on your fancy cars, on your Lamborghini or whatever fancy cars there are. I don't know a lot about cars, obviously, but if you need a passenger priestess, call on your girl, okay? We can celebrate together, all right? If you need to pop open that bottle of champagne, okay, put aside a glass for me, all right? I will be there with you in spirit or in person, okay? Okay, if you want to fly me out to give you a personal reading, my multi-millionaires, because you can afford the tot, please do, okay? I'm so excited for you, water signs. It is leveling up in every area of your life. It is leveling up. And the wild thing is that it doesn't even feel that much different. I mean, it does feel different, but it's like, it was easy. It was easy. Okay, so we did all the elements. This was a really, really big week. I feel like this is a week where you should be taking notes every week, but this is a week where you definitely want to take notes. Again, I have my 6-week Akashic Record course, which we talked a lot about in this video, on sale, $111 off the full price, and the monthly payment plan. So if you need the monthly payment plan, I got you. It is on sale until February 1st. Afterwards, it's going to go back to its regular price. All right, you can start whenever you want to start. All right, it's all pre-recorded modules. You have lifetime access to it. So if you're going through the material, you're like, I need to pause to integrate this stuff. So much is happening in my life as a result of just module 1. Boom, you could do that. Really, you need as much resources, spiritual things that you've got in your toolkit as possible. Go ahead and gather it up. I mean, this may very much be the thing that is going to help you become like the water signs in this video, right? And so that information is down below. You can go run and grab it real quick. And again, go ahead and like and subscribe for me, babies. Share this video with your friends and family and your king and your tribe. And I love you guys so much. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.